I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me point up and magic.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The Panthers kicker, Graham Gano, set and ready to go as we are off from Charlotte. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the pass.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook. A second broken tackle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Cousins. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready! Ready!
Hey, they're scared! They're scared!
Great, great, great!
Echo!
3rd and long, it's Newton. And this is caught, it's Greg Olsen. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
40's month! 40's a month! Oh. Good, good, good! Watch the twist, watch the twist! Mike 40, Mike 40! 3 buzz, 3 buzz!
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 54 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike, check, 59, 59. Let's set.
General West!
Throwing, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 39 yards. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Blitz coming and down he goes. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Newton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings 1st down.
To Hunt. Hey, 382. Last 50.
Play fake. Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 7.
Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
To Hunt. Ready.
Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, exit.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, Alpha.
I got you. Mike 59. First. Let's go.
Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Gun. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 36, Cousins. Forced out to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Bravo.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Dontari Poe able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Lean it, 48. Hey, Echo.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
20.
On 2nd and 2, Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
You drop working.
To throw, Cousins, and he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On the ground, it's Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Cousins to throw it. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Hey, Steamer.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Cousins now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Gun.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Mike is 59.
Good route here.
Now Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Mike the Hunt.
Hey, Charlie.
Cousins to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is through. It is good. Dan Bailey, the hero as time expires. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it. And victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, we got 3 down. Watch that.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, Hayward. Snap.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Mike. Yellow. Go on, 80. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 49 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Come on, baby.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a play fake here on first down. Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier. Daquan Jones on the stop.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Hey, what? Mike's by 4. Check, 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 check. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Reflex.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
64, hey, Delta. Hey, Orbit.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Good play. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. Set, ready? 8, read.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
I'm going to run you over.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Running on 1st down with Ware. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 28 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about